Express. Dress like a pro. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kyrie...
Great story, DA. Thank you. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. They're fourth in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season. They're looking to turn it around down at the bottom of the conference now. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Ennis, Fred VanVleet out there with Brooks. Then there's Davis, and it's Adams in at the 5 spot. We've got Irving. Draymond Green is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Holiday, and it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. Now Irving. Doris, what are you going to be watching about these two teams who seem to be strong up front?
Yeah, I think certainly both have guys with size who also bring incredible skill to the game. And it's really hard to win this league without at least one elite player at one of the front court positions.
Here's Davis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Passes it to Irving. Shoots over VanVleet. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Green.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Or as you think about the anchor of this team, Steven Adams just holds it down in the middle.
Oh, Steven Adams does so much, but it all starts on the defensive end with this guy. He takes away so much space on the interior. He is commanding on the backboards. He contests shots. Everything you could hope for, Steven Adams brings.
5 on the clock. From deep. Green with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Ennis taking his time here. Back to Brooks. Three-pointer. Draymond Green grabs the miss. On its way from Irving for 2. That's the end of the first, and both teams still warming up their offenses. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Zach Randolph is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jones. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot. Muscala, the pass to Curry. And he banks in the layup.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Fred VanVleet out there with Seth Curry. Then it's Hezonja. Then it's Mike Muscala. And it's Fernando in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And now, here's Hezonja. He's covered by Anderson. 1:03 left to play here in the half. And Jones sends it back. And he recovers it. From deep three-point range. The rebound by Anderson. And he makes good on the layup. Anderson's got his first points of the night.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
Now here's Van Vliet. Not a lot of room. Hazonia with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Muscala. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Wanamaker. Randolph inside. The shot, no good. He gets it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think of your team's energy in the first half?
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Doris, do you think it's more challenging for superstars in smaller markets, mid-sized markets?
You know, this is such an interesting debate in a world that has become, because of social media, so much smaller. You know, I do think that certain larger markets, LA, New York, can be a blessing and a curse. It does still feel like that media scrutiny is a little bit larger. When things are going well, it's the best thing in the world. When things aren't going so well, boy, those day-by-day question after question can probably become pretty tedious.
Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Hunter. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Here's Van Vliet. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Here's Green, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, simply stated, Draymond Green is an elite defender, one of the best in the game. But what's incredible to me is that he's able to accomplish everything he does on that end of the floor while being undersized in almost every one of his matchups.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Curry with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Curry kicks to Brooks. To the paint. And Davis can't get it to go.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort, you see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Curry passes it to Brooks. Davis with it, guarded by Holiday. And it's Davis missing. Holiday finds Irving. Hits the three-point bomb. Irving's got 5 points so far.
As soon as Kyrie Irving crosses half court, you have got to guard him, and you've got to be balanced because this guy is an effective, dominant offensive presence.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Boy, Greg, neither team willing to give an inch and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The away team leading by a point. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Ennis out there with Davis. Then it's Brooks. Then it's Curry. And it's Fernando in its center.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, Greg. Keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Curry kicks to Brooks. Ennis passes to Davis. Some solid defense from Randolph. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
Now, here is Irving. Back to Forbes. That one falls.
Well, this is why Kyrie Irving can make a defense look bad. He can beat you with his scoring or his passing.
Being around 40% from the floor here. Curry passes to Davis. And it's Ennis, top of the key. He kicks to Brooks. Curry with the bounce pass. Pass to Ennis. 6 to shoot. From deep. And it's sent back by Irving.
Boy, Kyrie Irving becoming a better and better defender over time. Nice block right there. Guys, it doesn't get much bigger than that. Irving coming up huge right there with the bucket.
And Steve Clifford wants a timeout. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. We'll see what they can do, Kevin.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Good!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And Steve Clifford wants a timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Van Vliet. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Greg, to me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
I think you know that Kyrie Irving has such great love and passion for the game of basketball. This guy is on fire to get better.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a two-possession game.
Got it!
Both teams putting their energies into the offensive end. Where's the D?
Good question, GA. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
7 seconds left in the game. Brooks outside. Can't get the three to fall. And so they get the victory here at home. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the...
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Dorisburg, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and